Welcome in, Sheepy and everybody else. Guys, thank you so much. I just have to step away for a moment. I'm getting a game prepped. We're going to be going into episode, like, 147, I think. Episode 147 of Shackled City. I think it is. Christy can confirm this. I'll be back in just a minute, guys. Hang on to your butts. See you guys in just a minute. Hello, squad. Guys, guess what? We're about to go live here now. I'm going to undeafen. They're probably going to say something incredibly rude, because that's just what happens.
All that going on. It's going to be.
All that going on. Hello, everybody.
Hi, bub.
Hi.
Yes, hello.
All right, let's see how terrible this looks.
Oh, horrible.
Okay. All right, so the cameras are not too far off. So much for being prepared. Let's see. Will should be joining us momentarily. Okay. Of course it's not right, because we have to have 1.5 million cameras prepared.
Of course.
Goodness gracious. Hello, everybody. How's everything going, man?
Pretty good. How's
Yeah.
2019 been treating you so far?
Oh, you know, it's just busy.
It's been a day.
Same.
Okay, so Cort's in the right spot. Ulhime. Nope, not that one. That one. There we go. Klaus will be joining us momentarily, guys. In the meantime, we can sort of recap of the events that happened to us last time. So, what happened last time?
We ended up getting into combat at the Temple of Ouijas.
We saved Jared Skellerang and the entirety of the Shackled City.
Is that so?
Yes, we did. We saved Cauldron from a blight.
Yeah?
We fought a big battle.
That was completely unnecessary. It's completely a mistaken identity issue. But that's
Oh. Well, let's talk about that for a minute. What do you mean?
So we show up at the Temple of Ouijas.
Yeah.
Yes, and on stepping in, we're immediately, of course, denied. Get out, go away, you can't come here. And, of course, the rest of us are kind of like, nah, fuck that. We want to go ahead and talk to What's-His-Face, whose name I cannot remember for the life of me. I'd have to go ahead and rely on Ulhime to go ahead and...
Ike Iverson.
Yeah.
Ike Iverson, yes.
Like the man.
Old
Ike.
But, yeah, apparently as we stepped further in and it became clear that we were not going to leave, this little schmuck of a kid decides to throw down a casting circle. And wouldn't you know it, there's a summoning circle.
Did he? Is that exactly how it went?
Sure, that's the story I'm going to stick to.
So when we first get there, where Ulhime tried to essentially deal with the situation diplomatically.
Yeah.
He tried talking to the child, I guess the teenager that was there, along with the giants, into saying that he wanted to have a word with the leader, and he essentially left them a note of address telling them where to meet up. At that point, everyone started moving into the room, and things started picking up, and things started getting a little more hostile. As we started to back out, because we took too long to actually leave, one of the giants threw a boulder at Ulhime, and ended up hitting his shield, but a good portion of it did land on him.
Yeah.
Took some cuts from some of the chip, like the explosive force of the boulder hitting him, but he was for the most part okay.
Yeah, but all the same, Klaus and Jakob don't play that.
When that happened, Ulhime wanted to leave the situation at that, knowing that they did intrude into the temple first, so he didn't want to be the aggressor. Jakob and Klaus, on the other hand, thought differently and decided to attack, even after Ulhime said that he didn't want to start conflict. Everyone started moving into the center of the temple, and that's when the young man threw that glass orb or bottle. It shattered and it opened up a portal summoning this Minotaur dragon demon creature. Hard battle ensued.
He fucking slapped me, mate.
He
Repeatedly. It was
He
not
ended up-
fun.
Over and over
he
again.
ended
Yeah.
up crippling Cort a couple of times, along with more or less everyone else.
Turns out you shouldn't fight the grandsons of Doom Dragons.
Yeah,
Sounds like a bad idea.
We ended up dispatching him. Found out later on, though, that he was, in fact, the spawn of Ambarda.
No.
Oh, no, it was
Dorlot.
Dorlot.
Yes.
And his, essentially his kin were the fish dragons in the
That Jared
temple,
had so kindly removed from their habitat.
Yeah.
Very
From the-
peacefully by
the temple
by-
of Globdom.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
That's where they were killed, and he essentially wanted to exact revenge on Jared Scalering for what happened. After that, Ike made his appearance. Kind of had a quick chat about trying to once again talk it out. He wasn't really for that, especially after all the commotion that we made.
Didn't he say that he was
And,
villain who wouldn't monologue in front of us? Wasn't that a thing he said?
He was saying, he didn't want to give away any details as to what was happening. So he essentially just walked away from us, and we kind of left it at that.
Yeah, he was like, you can come upstairs and lose.
Yeah.
You can come upstairs and take this L.
And that's essentially where we left off. It also turned out the young man was a young priest of Palor, who was kidnapped.
Yeah,
He
and
was terrified.
forced into being the doorman.
Quite thoroughly terrified.
So we.
Why would he do
ended
something like that?
up, being kidnapped, most likely.
Beat him up.
I think he said that they had
his
his
family
family.
was threatened, right? Yeah, they would kill his family if he didn't go with them. So ended up essentially saving one person.
His family's probably
At the
dead
moment.
now. That's awkward.
No. We saved Jared. We saved Cauldron. We saved the young temple boy. We are doing good. We are on fire.
That's where we left off.
We're still the good guys, right?
Totally the good guys.
Guys.
Guys, why do we have a skull on our flag?
It's a Jolly Rancher.
To represent the death we are trying to avoid.
Yeah. Yeah. Something
Jolly
like
Rancher.
We couldn't afford the red circle with the line through it, so it's just the skull for now.
that. Are we the baddies?
I mean, as
We're
long
the
as the
baddies.
town has us in it at the end of it, and it's free of danger, then we're the good guys, right? That's the goal.
If
here?
we're the only
saving
guys
town,
left,
not the
then
people.
by
As
default
long
we're
as-
the good guys.
As long as we're the only danger, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, hey, you can't. Only I'm allowed to be a danger to this city. How dare you?
It's like when you beat the shit out of your little brother, and then somebody else beats the shit out of your little brother, and
And
you're
you
like,
just
oh
get
no,
pissed.
oh no. No, I get to do that. You.
That's my ass to
Yeah, I never had a little brother.
I didn't either.
I
I'm
have a
familiar with
sister.
the feeling.
Speaking as somebody who does have a little brother, oh, totally true.
be. I was the little brother. Haha.
That's awful. I'm sorry.
in
Yeah, I'm in danger.
I am cute and adorable, eh?
Lord.
Question mark? Why are you talking
question
about me
mark?
being cute and adorable when I was a kid again?
I don't want to. There's. Let's pass this joke.
Hmm.
It's just waiting to make itself. So,
God, if only you knew that you would grow up looking like a really cheap porn star.
Hey, at least it's money.
You really struggled to get that one out.
silver lining in everything. Am I right? At least it's money, right? Money don't mind. It pays the bills all the same way. So yeah, you guys got into
Oh,
a fight.
green.
You guys got into a pretty nasty fight. It was far more cinematic than I was honestly anticipating it being.
I broke his fucking weapon.
You
and
did
then
break
he
his
proceeded
weapon.
to grab me with his broken weapon and toss me.
Yeah.
But in the process, I turned my sword into an axe, so that's kind of cool. Kinda.
You broke the end hang off of his dire flail, which loosed the chain, making it a dire whip.
Yep.
Which is horrifying.
Almost worse.
Yeah.
And then I proceeded to slam my sword into the ground as well.
Yeah. No, it's great because like
Yeah.
once you did that and you buried your weapon and broke it, he proceeded to grab a bitch and then hit a bitch with another bitch. It was fantastic.
I was ready to start punching him if he didn't.
Honestly,
He went full Hancock on us.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker to show a motherfucker what you mean.
That's right. If I had not botched my breath attack, I'm convinced that somebody would have died last session.
I would have at least been down. I don't
If
know
it
about
hadn't
that.
been for chat rescuing the hell out of me, yes, somebody would have died. Deeply.
Deeply. He would have suffered from the
Deeply
deeply
died.
death. Yeah. The deepest kind of death, folks.
Man, that's pretty deep.
It's not just like a shallow death, like a really deep death.
Yeah.
It's like going into the deep end of the pool. You don't want to go there.
So, as most of you guys know from home, I said this at the end of last session. I basically said that there's no chat heals, no chat influence this game. You can't heal anybody. You can't heal anybody. You also found out that healing from Ulhime is halved under the influence of the temple. It's some strange hallowed ground bullshit.
Like being an occipitus again.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, and that
assholes
totally
everywhere.
worked out for us.
So, I know that Austin's walked away, but I know he
I'm
can
right
hear. But I'm going to reiterate this now. Some of you heard this earlier in chat. Today is going to be an exercise of strategy. Jokes aside, you're not going to have any buffers. The only buffer that anyone gets is Cort, and it's his Aegis. And even then, it's going to require chat to raise 50,000 rep if he happens to blow through it.
But,
I'm
but
not
what
allowed
about
to donate to that fund,
these
right?
buffers?
Those buffers is near 'em.
I'm not allowed to donate to that fund at all, right?
You are not, and you can't give your rep to someone else to donate for you.
Can I bribe people and
No,
say
you
that
cannot.
if you guys save me later?
Does Sniper have his Aegis? I don't think
Yes.
so. You do?
Yes, I haven't
Yeah, he
died
does.
yet.
I know what I'm taking
Yeah.
today.
Oh, damn
I
it.
hardly know her.
I shouldn't have told you that. Now you're going to be like,
Okay,
oh,
so the
we're
goal
gonna
is to
burn
take
one of
as much
these.
damage as I can before Sniper. That way, when they spend all their rep, I get it, and then he'll die.
So if you guys
There you
want to
go,
put
Bob.
in potions and the things of that sort, today is right now is that time. This is your opportunity to place potions in the game because you will not be able to have any other influence aside from watching me attempt to take advantage of them. They
Okay,
walked into the
yes.
church. They've delivered their consent. It's happening.
No means no.
I'd like to reiterate that I never walked. I was carried into the church, and now, just going down, fam.
To be fair, you provided Will very
Hey,
good.
hey, your cardboard ass wasn't complaining at all last week. In fact,
Yes.
you even helped. You kept Klaus alive.
It's probably because I was cardboard that I wasn't.
Hey,
complaining.
Jan. Thank you so much for 15 months, man. I appreciate that. Has the Patreon rep been doled out yet? No, I dole the Patreon rep out once on the 19th of every month.
That means in August it lands on my birthday.
Nice.
Note to self.
Don't get idiot.
I'm not even gonna pretend that I'm keeping track of your birthday. You said that and it just like left my mind as soon as
It's already gone.
Perfect.
What day
Tell
is
me
it?
again when it's about 3 days away.
He asks about his own birthday. When?
What day is my birthday?
Okay.
I'll forget eventually.
Monday, August 19th.
So, to pick up where we've left off, you have just finished slaying the half-dragon, half-minotaur, grandson of Ambarda, son of Dorlot. His name was Zarik Dor, the half-black dragon minotaur, with 5 levels fighter, 5 levels barbarian.
I don't remember if anyone helped me up. I remember Ulhime grabbing my sword with his
I remember
dodge
them telling you to stop bitching. 'Cause you just
Half
kept talking
Dragon
about laying
Minotaur. Man, Dorlot had a thing for interspecies errata, didn't he? Oh god, I wish
mean-
I'd have swallowed before I said that.
Historically, dragons can pretty much change into whatever they'd like to. especially when they are old enough to comprehend
Like Greek
the depths
gods.
of magic.
But you'd imagine that they'd be tapping other dragons, not minotaurs and Glbrizu and all other
No, dude.
nonsense.
If you could change into anything you wanted to, you'd be sticking your dick in everything. I mean, you do it already. It's just you can't change form in your current state.
And it's illegal.
That's never stopped him before.
That's fair.
Dude,
Is that why
okay.
he acts like a child all the time? I take it back. Never mind.
Lord.
All right, I'm gonna take that one. Rewind it back.
Bub,
Alright.
can I,
Moving
can I
right
drink
along.
2 potions out of my bag?
Can you what?
Can I drink 2 potions out of my bag?
I'm not your dad, dude. You do what you want. I'm just here to kind of guide you around your own actions.
What's cure crit again? It's
It's 48 plus
48?
7.
Thank you.
Yeah, in fact, considering the condition I'm in, I think I'm going to tag along and do that as well.
Yeah, that's
Because my bag is already dripping.
From the other potions broke, not from what you think. And calm down.
I wasn't here last week. I need to. I need to take my precautions when I need to. Come on. I don't want to hear about Sniper's bag dripping anymore.
The session ended with Ike coming out and giving you guys brief information that you've stepped into his temple, that Emerald is not there, but he's following her command and he's doing what's right by the church and by Emerald. He's not going to monologue and give you a bunch of details in preparation time. If you want to pick a fight, come upstairs and do the deed.
I feel like he's one of the ones that talks a big game and is just gonna go down like a bitch.
He very well could. But I do know this much. Ronald experienced it firsthand that he cast a single spell and he took 130 points of damage.
This is true. Klaus don't give a shit though.
This is also true.
I'm gonna take a
You know
hard pass on
Glbrizu,
that.
he can't turn us inside out. He
Yeah,
ain't
and
got nothing on us.
even when that happened, I got turned right back inside and then, teleported into the sky. And
Bet this motherfucker can't throw another motherfucker at a motherfucker.
What did he
He
cast?
did.
Magic nuke? Negative. He did not
magic
cast
missile.
When do I
magic
get that spell? Magic thermonuclear war.
Power word.
It's
Fuck
actually
off.
level 15.
Magic warhead.
Thank you for
It's
reminding me.
it's just a really sour candy.
I've got to look up.
Yeah, I like Uber's idea. Can we just quick save real quick?
No, this is gonna be one of those spots where if you quick save, you just get stuck in a loop because you don't have the right items.
Yeah.
You don't have enough
You're not. You're
health.
still. Yeah, you're not good.
No, we're going to be quick saving right before the end boss while we're super underleveled.
Super
No way to go
underleveled.
back.
No items. Just fucking.
That's mind bullets. That's telekinesis, Kyle. That's right.
Fun fact:
Man,
they spawn in one level lower
tonight.
in the same room if we kick save.
Yeah, I've got to look up the prepared spells for Ike. But you guys have grounds to saunter your way through the Temple of Ouijas.
You should make it so all his prepared spells are just cantrips.
He's just gonna cast prestidigitation all over and over and over again on various items in the room.
Or just, like Tasha City's laughter or something
Grease.
like that.
I guess make my
He's
way
just
to
gonna
the
make a grease
door,
pit.
and I'll cast Detect Magic on it, see if there's any unusual magics going on.
That's what I think it is. I think that's what the spell is. One moment. I know that some of you guys are still drinking potions. If you're going to have them, then do that.
Which door are you going to? Are you talking about those steps, or are you talking about the door over here?
He's talking about the ones where his character's at.
Yep.
That's,
Oh.
Ronald,
That's what
Ronald,
it
you
is.
pulled my sword out of the gun. Did you give it back to me?
Yeah, why would I keep it?
Okay, I don't remember where we left off. If you actually ended up giving it to me,
It's like, I don't want this piece of shit.
Oof.
I'm gonna use it. Still slap a motherfucker with a sword.
If ever there was a moment that I wish that I had wands. But no, I'd imagine that just casting Detect Magic. Everything is just like super
I feel
magical.
like we're missing. There's one.
I was outside. I was like, oh crap, I need to catch up.
Hey, shut up! You're still strapped to Klaus's back.
Fine. Wait, was it actually like attached?
Is this like a Pinocchio situation where she just wakes up tied to my back?
Yep.
All of a sudden, you gain another. I don't know how much a cardboard cutout weighs, but 1 human minus 1 cardboard cutout.
Yeah, she's all strapped up and wearing a gag. This isn't funny.
Stay a while and
Why?
I did not consent.
Why the fuck would I put a gag on a cardboard cutout? What is wrong with you?
Why would anybody strap a cardboard cutout to their back?
To carry it
not an
around! Why would you put a gag on it?
You gotta stop those cardboard cutouts from talking, man. They'll fucking expose all your secrets.
Jesus Christ. Somebody had some fucking pizza dreams with a shack cutout and fucking
And Bubbernaut is
race car
just thinking,
bed.
we can
8
do
years
falling
old.
rocks. We can totally do falling rocks.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Sniper
Only
is
one of
very
us is a gimp.
specific.
You're the only one that's gonna get caught with the falling rocks. The rest of us are fine. You'd be tripping over your extra 1.5 inches.
hey, welcome in everybody. What's up, Berserk and Datanashi, Morning 19, and Diddlyfire. Welcome in everybody. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate that. Yahan again with the 15 months. I think I'm pretty good to go. I'm gonna have to reference some spells because Ike here is no pushover when it comes to spell casting. And he's got a lot of prepared spells that are things that I'm not used to. It's a lot of high-level magic.
Oh boy. My favorite thing to hear in a sentence.
It's just going to be continuous max level magic missiles, right?
Over and over and
You
over
would be
again.
so lucky. Some of the spells are far worse.
Will would be very lucky. He could just cast shield. Cast shield's like, oh man, no magic missiles. I like this idea. Suddenly everything's better.
Yeah, magic missile? No. Boom, 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 boom.
For the
Again,
rest of us, however,
You would be
not
so lucky.
great.
So, Ronald, you said that you wanted to take a chance and investigate some things, right? You want to move to the next area?
Yeah, this set of steps. It's not the balcony, right? Or is it?
Tell me exactly where you're trying to go. Are you going to the rear right side?
The far right.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, we can talk about that. Let's see, friendo. This right side to W2. I gotcha. One moment, lad. Okay. A massive pair of double doors block and abate you from seeing what could lead through this way. But you can tell, in accordance to the steps, that it could potentially lead to an altar or rear rooms, something to that effect. Do you wish to push the doors open?
I'll cast detect magic on it.
They are not magical.
All right. I guess check it for traps.
Sure, go for it. Show me what you got.
I'm gonna take this time to cut myself out.
Was
of
it a
vines.
perception, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to take this moment to just hide behind Cort.
30.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like it's been trapped. It seems like it would be a lot of extra work. I mean, even you would understand that in a location like this, it would be a major inconvenience to a church, someone who works for the temple, to trap this particular door.
All right. Does it pull out or does it push in?
It pushes.
All right. I'll give the door.
These are large
push.
doors. They're like 10 feet wide by 15, 20 feet tall.
All right.
Oh, so these are like straight up cathedral doors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Then give it a cathedral door push.
my favorite
Um,
kind of push.
It does not actually open. You lay into it, and there is zero response. Your best guess is that something's barring the way or the door is locked.
I'm gonna start cracking my knuckles behind him. Doing some stretches.
Okay.
Juice is flowing.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just, keep
Literally.
patting on Cort's shoulder and be like, Noble Meat Shield, I'm going to count on you.
This way's been barred. We cannot go this way.
That's funny. As he says we can't go this way, I'm gonna go ahead and cast knock on the door.
Okay, so just for clarification purposes, knock isn't just a straight unlock every door, right? I think
No,
it's...
it is up to 2 methods of locking, I believe, per
Okay.
cast.
When you complete the casting of the spell, make a cast, blah, 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 blah. So... Okay.
Up
So
to 2
long
means
as the
closure.
door is not arcanely locked and has more than, like a locking bar and a deadbolt or chain.
Okay,
you should
so... It's based on lock quality, actually. Let's see. From what I'm reading, even the PFSRD has some particular details. Okay, so can undo. If it's used to open on an arcane lock, no, it's not arcane locked. It does not relock itself or become stuck again. So, from my understanding, it looks like you just flat out unlock the door.
It's a caster level check against the DC of the lock, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
Could you do that for me?
Sure.
And that's with the plus 10 bonus.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so it's 22
Oh
with a
my
19.
god.
You actually just got it.
Ooh.
You are able to just deliver. You hear, like, there's a brief pause after you cast the spell, and then there is a large sound of, like, a brass instrument clicking and echoing. As it echoes to the door, you hear this as it gives way about 3 or 4 inches.
I'll keep my shield up and push the door open.
Sure.
He's the one who knocks.
I'll be honest, I thought this was more of like a cantrip that just is like a
That's open,
ghost
close.
sound. Yeah, I figured it was straight up like the one that lets you use your hand from 5 meters away. Like, yeah, we're not locked out.
It's actually just
Oh
mage
shit,
hand.
I guess we are. Yeah, I thought it was something like that.
Opening these massive double doors provides the area commanding view. To the west, 2 beautifully sculpted pillars frame a massive onyx altar encrusted with runes and elaborate magical glyphs. The jet black walls have been painted with images sacred to Ouijas, stylized sarcophagus, obscure magical symbols, and other religious imagery. 2 massive tapestries cover the wall directly behind the altar, giving those standing to the west an impressive view of the altar and its imagery of the death goddess herself. A single door sits in the corner of the room to the southwest.
Place is kind of eerie, guys.
Well, did
Every
you not
time-
notice the fresco on the floor in the in the room we were just leaving?
Yeah. But
Given the magical detection, is there anything radiating in here?
This whole place is radiating magic. You have to remember there is a
Well, is there-
repressive sensation that is happening.
Is there anything radiating evocation magic in that regard? Just checking something specific?
Nothing like that, at least not from what you can see through the onyx walls.
Okay.
This altar, you said had runes on it?
Yes, it does.
I'm gonna try and read magic. See if
Sure.
I can tell what they're meaning.
Well, actually, what languages are the runes in?
That's actually difficult. You're going to have to determine what that is by a roll.
Sure, I'll go ahead and give it a guess.
What would you like to roll?
Oh, let's see. Well, I mean, if they're arcane symbols, obviously knowledge arcana.
Sure.
Character sheet, main, and... Well, I mean, I suppose the real question is, are they arcane symbols or are they religious iconography?
You're going to have to roll to determine. Are you extremely familiar with either?
Well,
One
I have
so probably not.
huge knowledge arcana, but if they're religious symbols, then
Huge.
not so much.
Huge.
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 Huge wall.
I
It
got
looks-
huge knowledge with the arcana.
It looks less and less like something that you would see, because knowledge arcana is it's the language of magic, which is particularly written by dragons and philosophers, and it doesn't look anything like that as far as you can tell. You're seeing a bit more of the iconography to fit that of a divine nature, But you're seeing similarities in the construct and design of these hieroglyphs, if you will, based off of some implicit design within the Ouijas symbol.
So I think I'll go ahead and just do both. We'll do Knowledge Arcana for the set out of the iconography and just Knowledge Religion to see if there are any symbols specific to it. I wouldn't know.
Go for it.
So, oh crap! I went ahead and bombed the religion part. But yeah, 34 and 12.
Can I do a religion check on that as well?
Yeah, you can try, right? Worst case scenario, you just don't gain anything.
22.
Your best guess is that it's praising her. What's the best way to grab a deity's attention than praising her?
Well, telling her what she's going to do, apparently.
And this is it like an? You said it's an item like sitting on a pedestal of some sort, or
This is the altar.
This is an altar.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the altar itself
Yeah.
that has all of these symbols drawn across it.
And how big is this? You said there was a bust on it of her,
It's
of her symbol.
no, there are pillars,
Oh, okay.
sculpted black onyx pillars that stretch to the ceiling.
But yeah, from the fail on that religion roll, I would imagine that I can't decipher enough of the language to make out what exactly it's saying.
Correct. You could venture to guess, but what would acolytes say to a death goddess?
Kill my enemies.
You hear the Lil Uzi album, man?
Yeah, that's exactly what it
Right in the
says.
circle.
Hey man, you heard Kanye and Pump's song?
Now you got to remember, Jacob's not in the guessing game. He's like, nope, don't know.
Other than the altar in the room, kind of doing a, I guess, a look about. There's nothing behind like the tapestries or anything like that. No other hallways or doorways or anything.
There is
like
there
that?
is a single door. You were informed that there is a door to the
It says southwest, right?
yes,
Southwest.
southeast side.
Does that door have anything radiating on it at
Well,
all?
let's take a look. Let's see what I can tell you here. Based off of these details, blood.
Well, he is not going to be happy until he sees some kind of super evil aura.
No, it doesn't look like it. You're actually starting to realize that it doesn't make much sense for a
To trap
churchgoer
a
to trap their own church.
Alright.
It's not really a dungeon per se. It's still a temple.
Yeah.
Makes sense though that you're checking out.
Yeah. I'll go check on the door then, and once again give it a tug, see if there's any give or anything.
Sure, it's the moment that you step up, you can see that it's not locked. You should be capable of stepping through at your leisure.
Yeah, I will do that.
Gotcha. I'll go ahead and open that up for you. Bam.
And I'm just going to continue to keep hold of the back of Cort's straps, kind of casually directing him here and there.
Trying not
As
to
you
put
pass
yourself
through,
on the sword.
there is a hallway that stretches about 25 feet. It seems to come to a stop, hangs left, but there is a door about 10 or so feet away from you.
I'll do I guess I'll try to walk up to it quietly.
Sure, give me a stealth. That's really good, really good. You utilize the fact that you're not properly equipped to any armor. You've got some, but it's not really like you're well vested.
Yeah.
You're able to utilize this and pass through on your leather boots. You make no sound as you traipse down the hallway.
I'll give I want to do a perception check, see if
Sure.
I can listen. See here.
Nothing as far as you can tell. It doesn't sound like anything lie in wait. If someone would happen to be in there, then they're likely sleeping? Maybe they're just waiting for ambush.
Open up the door.
Okay,
Or
I've got to
leave
know...
it a light.
I want to know what's happening with the rest of them. Are you guys just waiting for him to come back? Or are you not covering his ass?
Oh
did
no,
this- You just had
know
like
Jake-
a semi-big bad threaten to end your lives. There's no way you're just kind of chilling in the back.
No. As far as Jacob's concerned, he's going to continue steering Cort along
Yeah,
behind Ulhime.
I'm just-
He's going to keep that about 20, 30 feet distance.
Okay.
you know,
the
for
way
reasons.
the way I see it is that we're just kind of walking at Ulhime's speed walking. We're not super far behind him, but he still has that.
No, Ulhime isn't even speed walking. He's dwarven the speed walking, which is kind of like that half jog, just.
Hey, thank you so much, Mokari, for subbing Jehoshaphat. I appreciate that, buddy. Also, 19 months with Mokari. I appreciate that, bud. I need to know really fast, Thelsa, what is your alignment?
It says
Send it in
TBD.
Discord.
I think we determined that you were neutral.
Yeah, I'm pretty
evil.
sure I was chaotic neutral or neutral evil. I don't
Yeah.
know. It just says
I'm
neutral
pretty
on my
sure,
alignment.
given what you've done recently, you are evil as fuck.
Yeah, I think we determined that you were neutral evil, and if that's the case, you aren't affected by any of the environmental spells of the church. You have
Gotcha.
no hindrance at all.
And if this is just like Occipitous, then I shouldn't be feeling anything either. Because I think I'm chaotic neutral.
This is not like Occipitous. It has a similar effect, but there are very different alignment restrictions.
It's anything good, right?
It's anything that's not evil.
Opposed to being anything that's good, it's anything that's not evil here.
Yeah,
Oh, so I'm still going to suffer the -5. Okay.
correct.
Good to know.
Okay, so back here, you said you wanted to kind of push through this door?
Yeah, give
Gotcha.
it like a gentle push or pull to see if
Sure. When you begin to push the door back, it reveals that it's in fact an empty room. This is a well-appointed chamber home. Several comfortable... Wait, is this right? That doesn't seem right. I want to make sure that I'm giving you the proper... Yeah. The walls are pleasantly decorated with hanging art, and a long polished wooden table rests against the northern wall. Various bookcases hold a few minor religious texts, writings of those devoted to the service of Ouijas.
let's take a look at the bookshelf.
Sure, okay. What would you like to see?
We're gonna kind of feel along like each of the books, kind of like pulling them or
Yeah.
pushing them in, seeing if there's like an unusual tension on them.
He gonna find that secret door.
Moving around and kind of peering through the books, you can tell that each of them, while they vastly have more information on Ouijas herself, there is information here that pretty much covers the topic of every deity in the pantheon. This would be valuable to anyone with study in religion whatsoever. It would be an asset and definitely a resource.
I'll take I'd say the 5 biggest and oldest books
Okay.
and put them in my my backpack.
Okay. Cort
Yes.
and Jakob, when you're around the corner, Ulhime has resulted to theft. He is stealing. He's stealing books from a church.
Dude, what the fuck?
Ulhime, should you be taking those?
I need to
Is it-
see if anything is still remaining of Helm in these texts.
Who's Helm?
And what does that matter? We're in the middle of a death cult. I'm pretty sure
it-
they don't communicate well with whoever.
Actually, that's a question I don't
it-
think we've asked. Do we know Helm?
You guys
Considering
don't
Helm.
know Helm
was about to
whatsoever.
say-
In fact, the only understanding of Helm that you actually have
Is
is Ulhime declaring that he is Helm.
That's what I was thinking. Like, we don't actually know who Helm is at all.
Well,
Is it still stealing if you take from the bad guys?
no,
Well,
that's called
it is
plundering.
still considered a church.
Then, I mean, wow, it's a church to an evil deity, though. He's a good
Reading,
So,
I
deity.
guess,
wait.
along the
So if it's a
the
church
spines
to
or
an evil
anything, if it's
deity,
just
is that
about evil
considered
deities,
good?
I won't take. It's just about
Well,
like
it's
general pantheon.
various, right? Like,
Yeah.
all of the books here are useful. If you're looking for out-of-game meta knowledge, anytime that you have a vast collection of text on a subject, particularly it's described as having available texts equivalent to a small or minor library, you get bonuses to your saves while around them because it's saying that you're studying up on it. So if you had consistent access to these bookshelves,
I would,
you guys
I would
would
know
be getting
more about
Yes, you would be getting
So-
bonuses on any checks that you make on knowledge religion.
Okay.
You
Because
should
you'd essentially
kill
be able to
everyone
just
here
look it
and
up in a
take
book.
all the books.
But yeah, still.
But since we're not going to be sticking around for 15-20 minutes trying to speed read,
Like I said, I'll still take the top the 5 biggest books
Sure.
on the general
Okay.
pantheon
All right.
for later use.
All right. You
Going
need to
into the table.
You've got to increase your weight by 50 pounds.
That's a fucking hefty book.
10-pound book, 5 of them.
that's a big boy.
Yeah, these they don't really write pocket editions at this
Take the
time.
back of the book.
Yeah, I'm just
really
thinking about those giant Bibles they have in the Pentecostal churches.
Yeah, there are 5 of those, so not just one, and they're all different.
Okay. All right. I got a message from Christy.
It's gonna be use wild magic.
She just sliding up in them DMs. Yeah,
is.
I guarantee it's wild magic on.
On Will.
It's on. No, it's on.
Shit, that's right. It's a new month.
Yeah,
It is.
It's
that's-
on red.
It is.
Bakari said, "Tell me."
Wild magic bursts are incoming.
Someone. put
Klaus,
wild
I
magic
leave that on you.
I can cast a spell.
You get to cast
Yeah.
first.
Okay.
Can red have all of it, please?
Yeah. Can I
Can
purposely
I have?
go at
Can
the
I
end of
have wild magic proc on a throw anything?
That would have made your alchemist really interesting.
I just want to. I want to be able to do Sakata Proud and pick up a rock and have something happen.
I cast throw.
The table didn't have anything
It's
on it
super
either. It was
effective.
just kind of like there for the books to be read.
Yeah, it's just a study table to open up and reference material from page to page.
Okay. And then nothing else along the walls or anything like that that would kind of be of significance.
Correct.
Okay. I'll back out of this room
All right.
and then round the corner slowly, making
Okay. Make sure to, like I said, increase your weight. Know your max load. If you
Oh yeah.
increasingly put heavy materials on yourself, then I know that as a dwarf you don't suffer speed penalties, but once you reach max load,
Yeah.
Well-
you everything's considered a drag, right? So it's like my lowest.
So it's
move
Skyrim level
speed.
inventory.
It-
You're fine up
yeah.
until that 377th point, at which point you stop.
yeah, I'm not I'm not gonna grind you on like I take 5 books. Okay, you take 5 books. You don't really take much else, but if you're like, I pick up every spear from everything that I ever see
Yeah.
ever, period, and you have a backpack
Yeah.
that's literally 75 goblin spears,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna fuck you up as a DM because that's just bad playing all the way across the board.
Yeah, no, and I have it measured right here, so I haven't even hit light load yet.
Good. Good.
Or even half a medium load with like the other gear that I have.
So, Bub, are you
So-
trying to
Okay.
say that I can't wield dual water clocks?
I mean, if your character is capable of picking up walls, because at the time
One
water
day.
clocks were like the size
One
of a
day.
fucking wall.
Yeah, they're 2,500 pounds each.
Why is that like? I gotta ask. That's like a meme thing in this community.
I don't-
What the
I-
hell, like-
It's from
awesome.
Mo. No, it's from Mo.
It's from Mo. He found out that there are items that you can purchase, and
He said he wants to make a dual
Masterwork.
water clock wielding barbarian.
yeah, masterwork wielding
Yeah.
water clock barbarian. So
And
just
I love the
slapping
idea.
people with walls.
It sounds
Just-
amazing. It sounds amazing.
It's just them being stupid.
Okay.
If you get enough strength, it can happen. Don't let your memes be dreams. Achieve them.
Yeah.
One day. One day.
Oh
Next song.
Do you need
Around
me to
the
make
corner,
another stealth
please.
check, or is it?
You tell
that's
me.
Still being maintained.
Do you
Well,
feel like you need to continue being stealthy?
Yeah, because we're coming up on some doors, right?
Sure. Yeah.
and I
then-
still want to listen in to make
then
sure.
stealth
no
away.
one's- Yeah.
We're still just shambling behind. Don't mind us.
25.
That's not terrible.
I can't tell if the next door coming up is immediately to my right or if it's a little further.
Which you got to give me a little bit more to work with.
Well,
than that.
where my token's at, I can't see, I can't tell which doors are where.
Okay, hold on. Something's wrong then. Well,
We,
I need you to
we
stop
have
moving
a-
your token.
I didn't touch it.
That's
Here, Bub,
bizarre.
I'll take a
It's
picture of it for you. Look in Discord.
hold on.
Okay.
You should be able to see just fine.
Oh, no, look at Discord real quick. That's what we see.
Hold on.
There are doors there, but...
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah. Those are doors. Then yeah, you're seeing them right. I mean, doors don't stick
Okay.
off. You know what I mean? Like you might see a
Yeah.
frame, but
Okay, then this next one right here, same thing, pressing my ear to it lightly to make sure I don't
Sure.
hear any
When
conversation.
you peer inside of this room, you realize that it's just a quarters. It's like a private quarters for a priest or someone that could be training for the clergy.
Okay, so that's all right.
Doesn't really seem to be much in here. It's a cot. It looks like some of them have candlestick holders in here. Nothing crazy. Nothing even valuable as far as you can tell.
I'll still give it a once over just in case there's no weapons or anything.
Sure.
Do you need a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead.
31.
It doesn't take you long to realize that the rooms are actually strikingly empty.
Okay.
It's not even really a cot. Honestly, it's barely a pallet of wood with layered
Some
bits of
sheets.
cloth. A
Okay.
small wooden dresser. Occasionally a vacated sconce.
So basically, this looks like the temple of a Franciscan monk, basically.
Back here, yeah.
Ulhime
Absolutely
turns-
Jack Shaw.
Turns around and kind of goes to a knee and just whispers to the group. I think we may have found the sleeping quarters of the Weejas temple.
Yeah, now, can we find the stairs?
We still have to be on guard. I'm not sure if someone still might be in here. We're gonna have to check the room still.
Cort's gonna kind of hold his sword up and
His broke-ass sword, that's kind of like just drooped over.
yeah.
Ulhime will go to the
No,
next room.
it's axed.
Okay, sounds good. You move up to the next room and you peer inside, still stealthily so, and you see much of the same thing.
Okay.
Do you continue moving?
For this one, you said it almost mirrored of the other room,
Correct,
right?
yes.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll go to the next one.
Sure. You find it's the same scenario when you peer inside.
Okay. This one on the left right here, though.
Okay.
Coming up on that one.
Yeah, this is the only door on the left-hand side as far as you can see down the length of the tunnel, or the length of the hallway, if you will. Hey, John, thank you so much, man, for 19 months. I appreciate that, bud. And I just lost my page. Are you going to burst into this room? What's your plans?
Same thing that I've been doing. Trying to keep it quiet so we're not advertising our presence too much, even
All right.
though we're already known to be here.
Okay, so let's see. Where? Oh, where?
Good night, baby bee.
Oh, yeah.
That was a little awkward.
The Lord took her.
Yeah, this is
away from me.
this is what looks to be some kind of a storage chamber. When you begin peering inside, it looks as if this location has been used to store boxes, various shells of sorts. There's a musty smell in the air, like they've burned up some incense or something of that nature, but nothing that really kind of sticks out to you.
I'll still give it a once over.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we're not finding anything.
Sure. When you peer inside and you start going through some of the belongings, you pop a crate open and you realize that there are some more of the mundaner supplies. It's like a box of candles. The next is ceremonial robes, various gear that would be required of the clergy of the church.
How many robes are in there? Just like
it's
it's literally like a crate full.
it's a crate full, so it probably dozens.
Are they
Ulhime
pretty?
will, when he breaks open the crate, looks back to the group, hands off a robe to the first person in line.
I'm
Scooby-Doo
I'm
that
pretty
shit.
Ulhime, you know he's expecting us, right?
Exactly.
And we're just assuming that his
Just put one on. And Ulhime will get a set of robes sized for him, roughly. And then, yeah, hand them off to the rest of the group.
It's gonna look like a dress on you. Really long and flowing.
Got a serious question though. How pretty are they? Or are they pretty? This matters to me.
I mean, as
They're
far,
wool monk robes. Come on.
I mean, it's not. They're not like monks' robes, right? Like it's certainly the same kind of robe that we'd seen previously on
Ike.
the child, well, the teenager that you'd just seen. It's a blood red robe with
Acolyte robe.
yeah, it's an acolyte robe, right? It's got a hood. It has long, open abandoned arms, so you can freely move inside. And it comes down the length of your body.
Cort would put his on, saying, "Hey, sounds like a good idea. What could go wrong?"
Yes, what could possibly go wrong?
Thelsa's also gonna put one on, and then she's gonna turn to the group and say, "So, how do I look?"
Ulhime gives a thumbs up. Anything else in the in the storage room? You said some candles.
Let's see. You will know that you see that there is some sort of partition that separates you with the rest of the room. You can go past that if you like to investigate further.
I will do that.
Okay. When you slide back to the rear side of this room, you see something very different than the rest of this place. It bellows to you that from the floor, green flame flickers. It seems very austere in its condition. The black velvet curtain that separates the length of this room and your vision reveals that there is a body of a young man lying on a table. An elaborate holy symbol of Ouijas covers most of the floor, and some of the robes drape across this body's genitals.
Ulhime will. You said there's a symbol under like encircling the table that he's on.
The floor and on the robes as well. It's the symbol of Ouijas.
All right.
Found how they got our attention.
I'll cut the symbol on the floor just to, like, I guess, desecrate the mark to see if
Sure.
it might be preventing some. Or
Yeah,
causing,
it has.
I guess whatever effect.
It has no effect. Nothing at all. You just mar
Okay.
the symbol of Ouijas.
Alrighty. I guess go to inspect him, and I'll remove the robes to see what's going on.
Oh, please don't say they cut off his bits.
I mean, the figure is dead, but you aren't entirely sure for how long. You can tell that there are some lasting spells, some that are a bit lower on scale of the divine power. You recognize the utilization of gentle repose. So there was, for some reason or another, they were keeping this body fresh.
But as of right now, they've essentially ceased all work on it.
Well, they had to abandon it. People were breaking into their temple, starting a fight with their men.
You know.
Wonder who those people would be. They sound rude.
All right.
Yeah. Well, look like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Oh god.
The slab that he's on, is it wooden?
No, it's not. It's an onyx slab.
Okay. All right.
Does anybody else walk into the room? Because he's disappeared.
That's what I'm saying. Cort would start to enter the room at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Jacob is going to continue to push and steer him.
All right.
Come on, kid. Move.
I saw him going here though.
Yeah, I know. Follow after him. Don't. Are you really trying to say that the dwarf is outpacing you? Come on, he's got little legs.
I'll motion for them behind the curtain.
He moves at like 2/3 of our speed.
Cort. Stubby little legs. Cort will eventually walk on into the room.
Sure. When
See
you
the
round the
corpse.
corner, you'll see the body laying atop a table nearest Ulhime at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Jacob's gonna lean over and be like, "Do you still think we're the baddies?"
I mean, I know they're not the good guys.
Which makes us the good guys.
Does it?
You could only have one way or the other.
One way.
Cort's gonna just seem kind of puzzled at that statement. What is there any way we can do anything for this? Should we find his family, or?
Klaus, if you could please give me a d20 plus your whiz mod.
I don't like when you ask me to do that. Usually means bad things are on the way.
It's Griffith's other child.
We're in an evil temple. What else could go wrong?
Klaus,
Don't.
you have definitely seen this person before, but for the life of you,
Agreed.
you can't recall where. This person is young, built a bit more like a warrior or an adventurer, probably in the later half of their teen years or early 20s.
No particular defining features.
Nothing that you would be able to recall. You never saw this person naked.
Fair enough. That goes for a lot of people.
Surprise, it's Magram.
Well, I mean, we can fix that.
I have no comment.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Guys, it just came to my mind. I'll never recognize you if you're not naked.
Lord.
Everyone disrobe. Just do a quick 360. Let me go ahead and see what you look like.
Klaus tears off his robes and suddenly he's Jolene.
Can I use a large?
To be fair, we already have Klaus naked.
We'll show them their death god.
Wee hoo, you fucker.
Oh, Lord.
We is not me.
No, we just.
So, Klaus, do you say anything? Do you pause? Is there any kind of response from you? Like, you feel it. Like, yeah.
I know that
Yeah.
guy. I don't know where, but I know that guy.
I mean, based on the fact that I recognize him, but I can't place from where, I'm just going to assume that he's one of the townspeople I've seen multiple times throughout the city, just kind of in passing. Not anyone of
Okay.
particular significance, and just kind of take a note of it, move on.
Is any of the
See, that's...
person's stuff
I
there?
think it's more than that, because you've almost gone out of your way to ignore most of the people inside of the town. But this is someone that has made a bit of an impact, made a bit of a memory, because they wronged you.
Ah, yeah, no, I usually remember those people.
Don't
You
want to
don't-
take a couple extra minutes and, really...
These people tend to
Wreck
not be
your
around
brain.
for long after
Yeah, I
meeting
mean-
us.
If I feel like this is somebody that I've known before and that has crossed my path before in a negative way, then I'll probably inspect closer.
Sure.
At least step up next
Oh,
to him,
great.
take a closer look.
Random passerby doesn't care. Possible friend doesn't care. Enemy? Oh, I need to figure this shit out.
He wants to make sure that motherfucker's dead.
Now, you said that you wanted to kind of like, I'm going to figure this one out. What do you mean? Like, do you go up and kind of get a better look for his face, look at his
He's
eyes?
gonna lick his cheek and taste it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm basically looking for anything that's gonna give me a more distinct idea of who this would be, rather than just a generic dude in the city that may have.
Aren't you able to
Done
take
wrong.
10?
Well, I mean, there is duress. There is a BBEG up top that's kind of waiting on you guys so he can kill you all.
Yeah, but he's upstairs, and apparently we're investigating downstairs.
You always investigate the downstairs. That's kind of your MO.
I thought it. I wasn't gonna say it, but I thought it.
What can I say? I'm a downstairs kind of guy.
I know. Klaus, when you move up to the figure and you begin peering at him, you lift the eyelids. He's got striking blue eyes. His hair is golden, and it seems to be parted down the center, but it's got sort of like a bowl cut style to it. And his beard has been neatly trimmed on his face. His hair is sort of shaved at the back. This is not a commoner's hairstyle.
Is he a noble? He is a noble.
Oh God, and that would have been back on Jared, so I wouldn't be able to remember. But I think I know where we've seen him before.
Us? Question mark?
I mean, somebody of that particular description would sort of stick out, especially in a place like this.
Yeah.
And I imagine he looks very out of place in this part of town.
Definitely so. You can try again since you're getting more details.
I'll give it another shot. Oh.
You got nothing.
God damn it.
You're like, it was there, it's there, his name is... No, that's it. Sorry, I've got nothing.
Can I take a look to see if I recognize this man? It's doubtable, but I don't know. Maybe since I lived here my whole life.
It's a far shot. It's a... Go for it. You can...
Roll's been that 20.
He's right. This is going to be
Knowledge local?
Knowledge local, yeah. Yeah, that would get you some details. Or potentially all of the details, depending on how well you roll.
Yeah, I'll take a shot at it. I have been in town for a month or two.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nice.
Look over. Don't recognize him.
By the way, for what it's worth, guys, remember, while you have no impact on the heals this day, you can still unlock their luck rerolls. Every time we reach a 5th mark on our mile marker, our sub count, so when we hit 270, which is 1 sub away, it will unlock their first luck reroll, and then every 5 thereafter. So at 275, 280, and 285, they will get additionals. But that's up to you guys to make it happen.
Cort being new to town. No.
And that makes sense. That makes sense. Ulhime, you've been in town for a little while.
2 or 3 years. Yeah.
You can try if you have either local or a flat wisdom to your d20.
I'll do the wisdom.
Okay.
16.
He looks remarkably similar to a noble that you had seen operating inside of the office of Mavu.
Stay a while and listen.
Oh, is this the guy that led me? No, that was the wife that led me in. when I was
Correct.
there.
Mavu.
So this was an assistant of his,
No.
but someone that worked for him.
Potentially
least
for
with
him or with him.
Is it Mavu?
I'll look over to Klaus. I remember seeing this man before. He's one of the nobles that works either with or alongside
Incorrect.
Mavu.
Incorrect. You misunderstood that. He looks similar to one of the nobles that works with Mavu. He does not look like the noble. He looks similar.
Oh, he looks similar.
Potentially a son or a nephew, something to that effect.
Oh. Oh, okay. Then yeah, let me.
He bears a striking resemblance to.
Yes.
He looks similar to one of the nobles that, like a relative maybe to one of the nobles that worked with Mavu, but any name escapes me. I wouldn't know.
I know what you're saying. He resembles somebody that I may have known, but I honestly can't place him for the life of me, and can't say whether or not this is really a sad occurrence. I just get kind of a bad feeling about him, like I may have crossed paths and perhaps things didn't go smoothly. But
Are there any of
really
this
can't say.
body's belongings in the area?
As far as bodies go, no. This body has been abandoned, but you can tell that the body is fresh and will likely remain fresh until the gentle repose wears off. This is a recent turn of events, and it's still well within reason that he could be saved. It wouldn't be the first time that you guys have brought someone back from the dead.
Speaking of somebody bringing people back from the dead, would he be a face that may have recently been underground?
Then I will try to use Breath of Life to see if that works.
Ooh.
Okay, go ahead and show me how the spell works.
Breathe into his face. It's like the potion I used on Jacob.
Wait.
No, it's the round before. Never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say, please don't try.
Well, wait, if he got repose, then that would that be a factor?
It's supposed to be within the last round of combat that you can heal
No,
them,
that would not
and they
work
come
here.
back with a negative level.
Negative, that will not work here.
I mean, outside of that, I don't have any resurrection because I don't have any components or money for it. So
Hold on. I'll cast my res. Wait a minute.
yeah, I mean,
we don't need to resurrect everybody.
there's nothing I can do.
Okay.
Just take note of the body. That's all.
Any markings, tattoos?
Yes,
And I don't
actually.
suppose.
Yes, there is a tattoo. There is a prominent tattoo on the inside of the left arm when you go to investigate.
Fucking
What would that
Stormcloaks.
symbol be?
Yep.
It is the emblem of the Stormcloaks.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Didn't we run across? God, I'm trying to remember like 70 episodes ago. When we went to that party, didn't one of the Stormcloaks kind of accost you?
Yep. Also, I believe the body in the body switching devices that we found was a
Also,
Stormcloak.
Stormcloak. Yeah. I'll take note of the emblem.
Ulhime, you see on the
And-
opposite arm that there is also a similar tattoo, but it has varying differences.
Such as.
Well, it's a house symbol.
What's that? Like, what do you mean? Like, it's a different tattoo from the one that I'm looking at, or it's a different house symbol altogether?
It's, well, the Stormcloaks was an adventuring party.
Okay, so what's the house symbol then?
You have to find out from rolling on it. Can't just give it to you.
Can Jacob take a moment to kind of inspect the tattoos and just commit them to memory? He's going to want to describe them later. I just want to know if he can take a moment to try and commit them to memory, or if that's
Sure,
going to require a roll.
I mean, if all else fails, I'm sure you guys have the tools available to you that you could quickly just try to imitate it, to draw it down.
I don't have local, but I have nobility. Would that be okay?
Sure, you can try with that.
14.
He is technically a noble in the town. It is of House Vanderboren. You don't really know much about them. You just know it because it's one of the more prominent families in the town. They're incredibly wealthy.
Ooh, they're going to want that body back.
Sounds like we should give it to them.
Sounds like we should destroy it.
Just give me 2 seconds. I'm going to just write down a quick note and then we can
Go for it.
continue.
All right, guys. So it's a dead body. He's going to kind of glance between Klaus and Ulhime. Are we going to go ahead and do a cavity search next?
I believe we should leave him be.
Yeah. Just we're kind of lingering real hot and hard over a dead body is all.
Are you in much of a hurry to get upstairs? Because frankly, I'm not.
Are you in a
I'm
hurry to get
really
upstairs, or
not
are you in a hurry to
keen
get a
staying.
cavity
No,
search?
I'm just not keen standing inside of a temple that's giving me the heebie-jeebies like this.
Well, it's either stand here or go further into this temple that gives you these said EBGBs. So,
Oh yeah, I'm looking to get upstairs, kick this guy's ass, and get back out. You know,
I'll give Jacob a nod. You're right. Let us continue.
wait, I am? I mean, I am. And let that be a lesson to you, young man.
Cort's gonna kind of look at you with just like this. What?
Shut up. And he's gonna pull on the straps and start twisting the kid around.
As we continue on, he'll do a quick check of the other doors on the on the right side. Sorry.
Sure. I'll quickly open up all of these for you.
I'm now Thelsa.
It's going to reveal similar situation. It's just private quarters.
Lots of empty rooms.
Yep.
Does it stop here?
Yeah, that's a wall.
Okay.
That's how walls work.
Sorry, I can't fully see everything, so I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah, that's fine.
What I'm looking at is correct. Okay. All right. So this is essentially what we found was the living quarters then.
Yep.
The barracks.
And they're like preparation and ritual chambers.
Okay. So then I guess we make our way out with our new robes and go to the bottom left, right?
It's fresh duds.
These fresh threads.
From evil.
I could wear these more often.
Only because they make your tits look great.
God, you are just the fucking worst.
Do you say that out loud?
Sure, if she's talking, she's just gonna be like, great tits.
God damn it.
And this is why rocks fall.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast Baleful Polymorph.
This is why everyone's hoping Jacob. Please no.
In trying to keep up with the disguise, I'll have my my sword sheath and my my shield on my back.
Okay. Okay.
This group of intrepid acolytes has seemingly arrived at the same time as the murderous bunch. I wonder what they're here to do. Surely they're
probably
converting.
They probably...
Yes, they're fucking
They
converted.
saw our summoning ritual in the back, and they're like, maybe these guys have the right idea. Roots to the death god? Hell yeah!
All right, lad. Next door. Hey, Blue Pike, thank you so
Blue.
much, man. The holidays weren't the same without Cort's cackling. I appreciate that. Ulhime. To door or not to door?
Yeah, I'll
That is the question.
I'll open.
All right. It opens up and reveals to you that there is a path, a set of steps that seems to round the circular chamber. There are also two doors, one leading to the western portion of this location, and one leading south of here.
Guess following with the big bad, we'll head upward.
Oh boy. This can only go so well.
I like how...
Klaus, you fucking
What?
stay over there.
Let's quickly rush to our imminent demise. Let's not do any research or anything previous to this. This is
No,
fine.
absolutely. The less we know, the better.
Yeah, this is fucking great.
I fight better.
Oh wait, there's
blindfolded.
two doors right here. I didn't even.
I literally
didn't even
said
see
that.
Those. Sorry. I for whatever reason I kept thinking it was like you're just describing the door we opened and then the one on the left right here for the steps. We'll check this bottom one right here then.
Okay. All right. See, I can do something about
That's
that.
a door right there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. Do you open
Sorry
it?
about that. Yeah. Oh, I'll listen in first so I hear anything.
Negative, sir. There are no noises coming from this door.
Then I will give it a quick jingle.
You'll do the jingle?
I
Sure.
kind of crouch behind Cord a little bit more.
I'm gonna open up this door while he goes for that door.
Guessing these are the master's quarters.
When you peer in, this bedroom is immaculately clean, perfectly in order. The thick carpet is embroidered with hundreds of small designs of skulls and bones and arcane runes. The room's furnishings include a large, well-made bed, two large armoires, filled with rich clothes and ceremonial robes,
Sounds
and
like
a
cozy
singular large desk.
Let's burn it.
God.
Shit on the rug.
I'll
Not
go
surprised.
to the desk and then inspect it.
I'm gonna make
Well,
Cort
you gotta
step
remember,
it
he's
and
still
run
in the
around.
body of a geriatric, so it's kind of like, well, when you gotta go.
Forgot
No,
to
this,
put on your diaper
this
in
is
the morning.
intentional. This is a hate shit.
I'll inspect.
Not only are we gonna kill
Sure.
him, we're gonna shit on his.
Are you? You said you're moving to the armoire or to the desk? What
the
are you
desk,
moving?
the immaculate desk that you said.
Okay, the desk is in pristine condition. You can see that it has two smaller pull-out drawers, but they seem to be closed at the moment.
I'm gonna use Might of the Gods and use my dwarven lockpick, which is my hands, to open it.
Sure. It doesn't take much. It's not locked. You just use your dwarven might to put two fingers under the handle and pull.
Cool.
With much gusto, though.
Rip it out.
He just rips it out of the armoire and flings it across the room.
It looks like it's honestly, it's been designed as a desk to store vellum, paper or parchment prepared for whatever enchantments or spells or texts that need to be written outward. This is the location for that. But you can see that just in front of that vellum, there is a small leather pouch that seems to be bound and tucked into the corner.
Well, I guess we'll kind of check it. Does it feel
Sure.
like there's gems, gold?
When you begin to pull it out, the pouch itself seems to droop and is quite a bit larger than you'd actually anticipated. You can tell that it's filled with some metals, likely coin.
I'll give it a quick open, see what we find inside.
There's a fairly significant amount of platinum in here.
Cool.
Want me to hold on to that?
Now we're straight up robbing.
Oh,
a church.
I like how everyone's paying attention now that money's involved as opposed to taking a shit on the rug. I get it.
No.
Hey.
Everyone else was paying attention.
Hey.
There's just Klaus in the
Nice.
corner being like,
Klaus is busting a grumpy.
why
and
couldn't I have
Jacob's-
taken my Metamucil today?
Jacob's fucking like, hey, nice tits. And then he's like, money. And everyone's like, like cats finding the fucking laser pointer.
How much platinum?
103.
Jesus.
We're taking all of the church's funds.
Guys,
Somebody's-
it's a code to a safe in the back room.
Alright.
Somebody's been embezzling.
No, we're liberating. We are liberating coin from an evil organization.
Other
Cort doesn't
than
know what's
that,
going on. Cort's in the hallway. So.
Yeah, Cort's in
With
the
the
hallway
desk was-
with Jacob,
Yeah.
trying to open another door.
I don't know.
was there any like false bottoms? Kind of thinking back on doing some volunteer work with the guard, finding people trying to hide stuff in bookshelves and desks. Is there any like false bottoms where you like push down on it and it lifts up or anything like that?
Let's find out. Negative, sir.
All right.
Nothing like that, at least as far as you can tell.
And the robes and stuff, none of them are magical in nature.
No, I mean, you can tell that it's like a higher acolyte robe or like a leader, but you can't really distinguish much of a visible difference between high acolyte and lower acolyte. It's just better quality cloth.
Okay.
It's not burlap.
Yeah. I guess while we're still inspecting this room, Ulhime will turn back over to the rest of the group. Check the other room. See what you can find.
Cort will open the door.
It's another
Explosive room.
It's another storage chamber. When you enter inside, it looks like it's just more basics. Some tools for reparation. Nothing crazy, to be honest. It's more of what you guys have previously found.
Cort would step in and just. Yeah, it's just nothing but supplies. Are we gonna steal these too?
I'm
As
not
they're,
stealing.
As they're fucking
And
around.
actually, he hasn't been in the other room to see what's going on. So, instead, Jacob's going to be like, "What the fuck are we stealing? The books?" Admittedly, I don't know what Ulhime's planning to do with the books. I'm guessing he's trying to put armor on his back. I don't know.
I'm guessing he wants to read them.
Oh God, Ulhime reading. Wait, he is a dwarf.
What does that have to do with it?
Yeah, what?
They're close to the ground.
I'm so fucking befuddled by that statement.
I saw the look in your eyes, and that was the look of someone here, and you're like, "What the? That's a fucking stereotype? What?"
I'm sorry, what?
Dwarves, them fucking filthy book readers.
They're close to the ground. It's my favorite observation.
They just use it when they're sitting down to look taller. That's their big.
Just
it's
a
like
nice,
electricity, right? The knowledge takes the path of least resistance to the ground.
Yeah.
Clearly.
He
Eureka!
just like tries to start up a casual conversation. He's like, dwarves, idiots. I know, huh? Like, he's like, they read. He's like, when? I don't know. Always, like everyone else. He's all no.
Jesus.
And this is why they have promptly earned the title of Bumblefucks. Some more than others.
Self-proclaimed.
Oh god.
Filthy, stinking dwarves and their damn alphabets.
Excuse me while I take a shit on this rug.
For some reason, Will, in my head, being close to the ground was like having an ear to the earth, the metaphor. So I made that connection in my head, and then I said it, and then I realized I didn't make that connection.
Like legit, the scenarios, like you see Ulhime going through like the tomes. He's like, yeah, what dwarves read? Everyone just like slow turns up to like, what?
What stops them from reading? I mean, I saw one that was a horrible dancer, but doesn't mean they're reading everything.
Goddamn literate dwarves.
You fucking hurt my head so much.
Admit it.
I have a friend.
Deep
I have a friend
down.
that doesn't judge based off looks, so I do it instead.
Saber Dice!
Okay.
Saber Dice,
Okay.
what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Guys, go check out Saber Dice, man. It's just another amazing group right there.
I'm fucking crying.
Say what you want. At least I keep it amusing.
Oh my god.
Lord.
There's no explanation to
Yeah,
why
but
it's funny.
You don't like intend to do that. It's just your nature.
Hey, I don't
Shut
know. Mike, Saber Dice, did you know that it's apparently a stereotype for dwarves to read? Those short little fuckers apparently can't read. Or if they can read, it's very stereotypical of them.
If they can read, it's because...
Okay, let's go ahead and explain the reasoning behind this.
There is no reasoning behind this.
Dwarves and elves
The reason
are
behind
generally
it is
speaking.
it's your character is a racist. That's why.
Again.
Yes.
Again.
In this world, elves and dwarves are the longest lived, correct?
I need to get some fucking popcorn. Hold on.
Yes,
Yeah.
I assume yes.
Which means they are more likely to be literate because they have more time to learn.
Hopefully.
As opposed to humans,
What the fuck
How
does
many-
that mean?
how many humans in the lower classes know how to read and write?
Okay, no. How is that
Was-
any
was
different
it
for
not?
elves and dwarves?
No,
You think,
no,
you think
what he
just because
said.
they live longer, they have less work to do?
Look,
they,
Will. The more you
the
think,
same amount of work.
look,
it's
it makes
just
it makes
over
sense,
a
Will, if you don't
time.
think about it. Okay, if you don't use logic, it's completely valid.
He says that
Just
they
let
have
him
more.
talking,
They have more
not
opportunities
yes,
to
it'll
perfect
be
the
over.
language.
It's like American politics. The less
you
you,
have-
understand, the more you'll know about it. You know.
If you have a poor farmer that lives till 30 and a poor farmer that lives till 80, there's no greater chance for the one that lives till 80 to
No,
learn to
he
read.
didn't go ahead and base this on his cultural standing. No, it was,
Ignorance.
oh, yeah, he'd probably want to read. Oh, yeah, because he's a dwarf. More dwarves are likely to read than humans. Because humans...
Okay, so when do we dip into eugenics in this conversation? Because, like, I feel like that's on its way.
We don't.
I-
We don't. We move.
I feel like
we
this
move
is
on.
equivalent. Like, yeah, I feel like he just dropped the N word and like he's now trying to like define why it's okay to say it out
It's
loud.
just a word.
I'm gonna lean forward and whisper into Ulhime's ear. If he needs to shut up, I can.
It's essentially what happened is he said it and then Ulhime just slow walks out the door and just leans over. He's like,
What did you say
"I'm
about
sorry, Jacob. What?"
Oh, I'm
What?
like,
You're a
what do
dwarf.
what do you mean, you people? Moving on. Shifting.
Yeah, we're gonna head over. Oh, when Jacob gets the first step, he's gonna flat tire his he's gonna flat tire him.
I'm following you.
He's gonna mule kick. He's gonna whoa, just jump.
Both feet.
Yeah.
Lord.
He's gonna get completely
Flying leg drop
horizontal.
Jacob right in the chest.
Straight up horizontal level and just
And Jacob will
he's
just
aiming
go
for the
ahead
knees.
and Jacob will just go ahead and lift Cort a little bit and just be like,
Not like this, man.
Oh shit.
All right,
shields, go!
I'll follow Klaus out once I'm finished up with the room.
Okay.
Yeah. At which point, poor Jacob is just going, "What's that smell?"
Don't move your icons, please. I'm gonna have to place them in order, and I'm gonna put them in the order that they were moving. So, bear with me for just a moment.
I wish I was a crusader. Just walk in, just start burning everything. Everyone's like, "Why are you burning?" Like, oh my god, I don't like this, dude.
Why'd you just set the floor on fire? Because fuck this god.
Because
How did you
somebody
set the
shit
stone
on this
floor on
wonderful
fire?
carpet.
Really tied the room together, man.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Christ.
That's not the correct marching order.
Yeah, it is.
Does
That's
it matter?
where we came out.
It doesn't
Because
matter.
Will moved first.
Yeah, I was sitting on the stairs waiting for everyone.
Oh,
to
I'm
catch up.
sorry. I thought it did matter since you said you wanted to keep the marching order.
Yeah, he did. Everything's fine.
Switch.
He actually did keep the marching order.
I did.
Yeah, save that it was because we were going up in an arc. Cort's supposed to be ahead of Jacob.
Did you want me to
Jacob's
take the front again, or
It's the
did
weirdest
you
thing.
want to
It's-
go up and
it's-
check since you were?
It's like you could
heading
just
up?
move, and
I know. I just wanted to be sure.
Will.
sounds like you just wanted to bitch, but that's fine too, I suppose.
Hey, I'm good at that.
Yeah, we've seen.
Yeah, super talented. Such a dwarf.
I like that the geriatric man is just booking ass up the steps, and Ulhime's in tow, but the rest of them are like, nah, you old asses go ahead.
This is a 2-man
Gotta catch
adventure.
my breath.
It's like the movie Bad Boys, you know. It's like we're like the two main characters. We're just going at it. We're like, you side characters stay here.
I was thinking more like the bucket list, but yeah, this works too. I mean,
Yeah, except one of
Oh, man.
yours is almost completed and mine's is never ending. Yeah, it's the irony of it all. Go and check the door.
Sure, I kind of figured you might. It was gonna take some time, but I figured you might. Okay.
I want to body check.
How you gonna check the door? You just
I
run into
want
it?
to shove
He wants
Klaus
to
into
body
it,
the door.
and like using him like a hard press, like a breach charge.
Okay.
Just, I'm just kidding.
Unprepared. He's not gonna have much resistance. He's like
Just
100
run in
years
slow
old.
motion.
I can see it now.
No,
He just like puts his shield up, puts him against there, and just punches the shield.
I'm all booped your body. Goo.
So realistically,
So yeah, I'll move the door gently just to see which way it opens.
sure,
If it opens,
it does open.
okay. Then we'll take a gander inside another fucking room.
Oh yeah.
What are we looking at on this one?
A thick red carpet emblazoned with the holy symbol of Ouijas covers the entire floor. This circular chamber has no windows to the outside, but a large window currently covered by a thick curtain overlooks the grand hall. The furniture consists of a well-made bed, a beautiful wooden armoire, and a small but beautifully carved wooden desk.
So like the same room below?
Similar.
Time for another hate shit.
gotta get some coffee in me before I can do that.
Check the desk again. See what we can find. If there's any notes or anything like that of value.
When you open the desk, it contains a fair amount of paperwork. It seems to outline the various day-to-day activities of those inside of the cathedral, and it's faithful.
Any criminal activity they might have recorded, as in regards to what was being shipped?
Do you take this paperwork?
Yes.
Okay. All right, then you take the paperwork. Give me a perception check.
Just a big binder with crimes written on the front.
Yeah.
Illegal stuff, not illegal stuff.
Top
Wow.
secret. Do not open.
You actually got this by just one.
Nice.
Just before you push the desk drawer close, you see a shutter in the bottom panel.
Click it down. Have it pop up.
When you do, the panel seems to give a bit of a release, and it reveals a hidden compartment. Just beneath that compartment shows that there are a few potions, what looks to be a small sheaf of letters, exchanged between Embrel and someone named Fetor Abradius. All but one of the letters are brief reports that seem to allude to a continuing and taxing search for something unnamed. Each letter concludes that all remains on schedule, but the finalizer still eludes the searcher.
Oh my god, this sounds like plot. Quick, burn it.
The letter reads, High Priestess. As many have heard me say, the cages alone will not afford the competition of the ritual. The cage rites have built a matrix to which support them, but due to the short-sightedness of others, I've been left out of these discussions. You are my only ally amongst the 13 now. You must warn them that there is more hidden in the soul pillars that could probe a great import against their plans. The text seems to be shifting and weaving in and out of what looks to be borderline holy text and demonic symbolism. Can anyone here read Abyssal?
I read all the dark stuff.
Hey,
Chiefly
did I learn?
read? Oh,
Did I learn any languages when I became a pseudo demon? Is that a
Negative.
thing?
No.
Didn't think so.
Yeah.
Hearing that word makes me want to go back and play Chemia.
Common, Abyssal, Infernal, Draconic, Elven, Dwarven, and Orc. I know a lot. I read all the dirty magazines.
Not surprised, but if he shows you, then I can give you more details.
Yeah, I mean, if I start seeing different languages pop up at this point, then yeah, I would show.
Just wave me over.
I'll kind of sprawl them out on the table, and I'll start showing Jacob. Jacob, come here.
You see, I might actually have a handout to deliver.
At which point he'll park Cort in the hallway and just be like, keep an eye on the stairs. And he'll pause a moment and then pat him on the head before stepping in.
And I drive the dagger through freaking Jacob's hand. I'm like, that's what you get for saying I can't read.
Just stab the fork
No,
through his
you're a
hand like they
dwarf.
do
You
in
can
the-
read.
Let's see.
Jesus.
See, I told you they can't read. He has to get me to do.
I undo my.
Okay, I'm going to provide this for you,
my
but it's
illusion. It's
entirely
not
up to you
remote.
to be able to read this. This is challenging, because there is not a translation for me. So good luck.
Okay, so I need to go ahead and take a look at this and try and translate it.
I'm dropping it in stream now.
Oh, in stream. Okay.
It's not, excuse me, not in stream. I'm going to go ahead and put it, I'm going to drag you over there so you can see it, okay?
Please,
Boom.
layer me.
Layer to the back. All right, can you read it?
Yeah, let me go ahead and just move my token. High
I'll leave it
Priestess,
to
as many have heard me say, the cages alone not afford the completion of the ritual.
The cage rites.
Yeah, the cage rites have built a matrix on which to support them, but due to the short-sightedness of the others, I have been left out of these discussions. You are my only ally amongst the 13th now. You must warn them that there is more hidden in the...
Soul pillars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird, they put like H's where P's should be. Could prove of great importance to their plans. What more is needed I cannot say, and so I continue to explore the mysteries of the soul pillars at great peril. Witness. Witness safe.
Grottos.
Rosie. I'm not sure if that's Grottos. I'm sure that's Grows.
Is it? Oh, it is. Okay, I see it now.
Grows even more restless, and the insanity that lies frozen in Kazan Kuzan begins to stir. Yet I shall remain here until the end in hope of unveiling the last of the Weaver's hidden. That one's getting me. Still, the risk is great. My price is doubled. What gets me? Well, Ephabravius. But no. After reading that out loud, yeah. After reading that out loud, Jacob is going to stop a moment, tapping a finger on the page, and look over to Ulhime. I only know one priestess in this city. Can you recall any others?
Well, I was gonna ask, can I do a knowledge religion check to see of the 13 founding members? It's 13 founding members, right?
No, there were not 13
no,
founding
the
members.
13. No, the 13 obviously is sounding like a hidden organization, and given the fact that there are. God, I'm trying to remember if Jacob was there for the discussion of the founding families. If he knows that there were 13 family,
There were
founding.
not.
It was just the four, right? The four
Klaus
founders.
Klaus knows this.
Mhm.
If you literally openly discuss this, Klaus is but 15 feet away.
Yeah,
we're
he'll
talking
be-
about this right now.
Yeah, he's going to be like, I don't know who the 13 is, but apparently there's something important regarding them in the city. But who's this priestess? This is obviously
Emerald is a woman.
no idea who that is.
She's
It's
the high
the-
priestess of this church.
Yes.
Oh,
Emerald,
this church.
That
I'll
has
assume
been
that's
discussed several
this leader.
times.
You found this in her desk.
Oh, so this is her place.
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah, at that point, Jacob just kind of like puts his hands up and, pockets, that kind of thing. But no, grab the pages and bring them along. I'm going to have to study them more in depth, but yeah, we'll have to go ahead and ask who this adventurer is, because apparently they've hired somebody to find this information.
I'm going to let you know right now, you did misread something inside of that. Where
Oh,
you
I
said
did misread something?
witness safe grows. It was actually vitreous bale.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like just the way the lettering is set out. If I read it 2 or 3 times, I'd probably be able to.
Does anyone here have knowledge history?
I don't think so.
Well, no, not specifically knowledge history, but we do have, flat up knowledge rolls.
If
I
nobody,
don't have a rank in it, but I am trained to know it.
there is no way that you can know. It literally dictates in the book that in order for them to make any kind of roll on the name Vitreous Bale, they must have at least 10 ranks in history.
I do not.
Hell no. I got knowledge dungeoneering, knowledge arcana, and knowledge planes. History? We don't need no damn history.
It's important to kind of diversify those things up, cover some bases. But it's okay, you guys just don't have it.
But yeah, I'll put them in my bag as well. For now.
All right. You have one additional location. It seems to lead up from this room.
The room on the right side?
No. No, just stop moving. You just keep moving. I'm gonna drag you guys. Will you stop it, any? I swear to God, I'm gonna stab you.
Please do it. Right in the trachea.
Boy, you got some weird fetishes.
It's true, I do.
You're one to talk.
Well, I'm not the one talking about being stabbed in the trachea.
Okay. Alright, folks. You can assign how you moved into this place, but your steps wind further and further, leading you to the height, the apex of this location. The ceiling of this vaulted chamber rises over 50 feet. A low dais commands the center of the room, and a strange silvery gray cage hangs down from the ceiling above. Are you happy with... Are you happy with how you moved into this room? Did you want to choose a different method of getting up here? Like, are you planning to put the fighters up front, the mages in the back? This is your opportunity to switch this around.
Yeah, I mean, I took up the front from
Okay.
the beginning, so yeah, I'll stay.
And I'm still following in Cort's footsteps, so I suppose that puts me dead center.
Hey, I was helpful on Klaus's back. I might as well stay on Klaus's back.
Makes sense. All right, guys,
All right,
when
piggyback.
I return, I'm going to run to the bathroom, grab a cold water. When I return, we're going to be hopping into some combat nasty. Some real gross stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, we'll see you guys in just a minute. Take a bit of a break. Go ahead and get some water, kiss your mama or your wife or whatever, and we'll see you guys in a moment.
Wash your hands.